Here we go, 12 rounds of boxing for the main event of the evening. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Foxwoods Casino, it's time for the WBA Heavyweight Championship of the World. Introducing to you first the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing purple trunks, fighting out of and representing his hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. His weight, 219 pounds. His record, 37 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw, 25 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Having held the heavyweight title and unequaled 4 times, he is known as one of boxing's great warriors. Here is the former undisputed cruiserweight world champion and the former 4-time heavyweight champion of the world. Please welcome tonight's challenger, introducing Evander, the real deal, Holyfield. His opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the red corner, the defending world champion, wearing black trunks, hailing from Chelsea, Massachusetts, by way of Sabana Grande, Puerto Rico. His weight, 232 pounds. His record, 37 wins, 4 losses, 27 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, he is making the first defense of his title. The man who made boxing history as the first Latino to capture the heavyweight crown. Here is el primer campeón latino de peso completo. Please welcome the WBA heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Quiet Man, introducing Johnny Ruiz. Once again, a referee in charge, Steve Smoker.
Quiet. Gentlemen, obey the rules, protect yourself, obey my commands. God bless, touch gloves. Touch them. Thank you. Quiet.
The good news about low expectations is that they can be easily exceeded. So as a fight, just a heavyweight fight, we may get a fight.
They've fought 24 tough, active rounds already. Both guys have sweat on their bodies. That's a good sign.
John Ruiz pledged to himself after the Tua fight that he would never start slowly again. John Ruiz now begins every fight in a sprinter's position, ready to run across the ring and engage. He did it in both of the first 2 Holyfield fights, and already they have to be broken apart. There were 14 clinches in round 1 of the second fight.
Holyfield has not been able to get a jab out yet because Ruiz is charging right into his left side.
Step out, step out.
It's a hook and a clinch.
Don't punch. Step, 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 step.
And that's a good idea for Ruiz because Ruiz.
Pull your hand out, John.
Ruiz, because Holyfield is a good combination fighter. He likes to be able to throw 3 or 4. So you throw 1, clinch.
Ruiz landed a right hand across the top.
Don't punch, don't punch.
Holyfield again finding difficulty mustering punching room against Ruiz for exactly, and there's another right hand shot.
Evander Holyfield's best shot is his left hook to the body.
No knockdown. No knockdown.
Yes, it was. That punch clipped him.
It's not. It was a solid left hook to the side of Ruiz's cheek. Holyfield does not get credit for a knockdown.
Don't punch, don't punch. Step, step, step. don't punch. Step. Step.
That was Ruiz left hook that time.
Yep. Changed up a little bit.
Effective, too.
Normally he tries to pot shot with the right hand from out there, but Holyfield didn't see the left hook coming.
Hands up, coming out.
And a body shot from the left side by Ruiz. Generally speaking, Ruiz getting off first.
What he did was...
There we go. Holyfield with his elbow up underneath Ruiz's chin.
Watch your head. You know, if you stop
frustrated.
Holding,
He want to push him.
You let him go. Let's go. Break. Get your elbow down. Break. 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 Come on. Evander, come on. I know. Johnny, stop holding him. Let's go.
Holyfield is frustrated because this guy throws one shot and clinches and holds him. And just when he expects him to clinch and hold again, he jabbed him.
Don't punch, don't punch.
I counted 13 clinches in that round.
Holyfield basically said to us yesterday about all the alleged fouls. He said, look, these things are happening because John gives me no choice. He puts himself in positions where all I can do is push him away.
Stop boxing. Get in the bullshit now. Come on, stop boxing with this kid. Get the jab going. Kick it away from the jab. Get it going. Here we go. All right, listen.
Do not let him get under. That's what he's doing. Okay?
You know what you got to do, man. You're a great
water,
fighter.
little water. You keep on praying.
One right hand landed flush on Holyfield's jaw and a clinch. Ruiz throws one, every once in a while, 2 punches before falling into a clinch.
Now that's where Ruiz says he's elbowing me. And that's where Holyfield says, what choice do I have? Who's right, George?
He's trying to push him away. Holyfield has got to just start throwing shorter shots and not wait for the long-range shots, and he won't get into the clinch.
Good left hand by Holyfield. Ruiz counters back with a right of his own. CompuBox numbers in round one. Ruiz 9 out of 35. Holyfield 11 out of 36. That's about the pace at which they fought the first 2 fights. Just a little under 40 punches per round.
Now he's got Holyfield hesitant to throw his left jab because he's countering on top. You don't want to take the champ Evander's left jab away from him, then he can't do anything.
Punch.
Holyfield understands that Ruiz is waiting for one right overhand right on top of his jab.
Don't punch, don't punch, don't punch. Step out, step out. Don't punch, don't punch, don't punch. Step out, guys.
Top by Holyfield. Uppercut lands inside. Ruiz clinching again. Holyfield looking as though he wants to box a little more tonight than was the case in the first 2 fights.
He needs to bounce around and get his rhythm in his legs. That's when he does well, when he gets rhythm in his legs. And he has not been able to do that tonight. Whenever he tries, Ruiz just charges in and holds it. He has to start all over again. Ruiz moves his body in a little jerky style. You just can't get one shot planned for him.
Don't punch, step, 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 step.
Holyfield should just be throwing just any shots. Don't wait for effective punches. Just throw anything.
That's what his corner has been telling him in the first 2 fights. Let your hands go and just land anything you can.
He's playing the old punches, 1-2 stuff. I'll get you one, I'll get you another later on.
Ruiz, as he did in round one, starting with the left hand and then grabbing. Hard right hand to the body by Ruiz.
Unexpected. Throw a body shot by Ruiz.
And Holyfield telling Steve Smoger that Ruiz's last shot was low.
Give me that edge swell. Good job. Right here, Stoney. Good job, brother. Good job. Listen, you got to work with him. You got to jab. You're waiting too long. He's changed his whole tactics on you. He ain't coming like he used to come. You got to make him come with that jab. High jabs. Follow the right hand. Bang, bang. Step over. You got him, Johnny. You got to do it. You got to do it.
A little bit small.
You got to throw combinations, baby. You got to throw combinations. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing.
Water.
Come on, baby. Half a step when he's coming in and then let it go.
Let him go. He's going to start running.
End of the round. A low blow by Ruiz. Undetected by the referee.
But pointed out by Holyfield to the referee. CompuBox numbers in the first 2 rounds find Ruiz throwing 28 jabs. He averaged 20 a round in the first 2 fights, so he's been a little more sparing with the jab here. Landing 9. Holyfield, according to CompuBox, has been short with all 26 of his jabs in the first 2 rounds. Now Evander trying to boogie in, rolling the shoulders side to side, and get some combination punching going.
Holyfield seems to say, I know I can whip this guy, but I just can't do it. Just hit with jab unexpectedly. The secret is he's got to throw combinations. He's trying to do it with one shot. That's the mistake you make when you feel superior to an opponent. You throw one shot at a time.
Look, guys.
Evander made clear to us yesterday that he feels superior to Ruiz.
And that's the problem. You've got to almost turn this into a...
Well, what he said, George, was that Ruiz, and he doesn't...
Hard left hook by Holyfield.
Don't punch.
Go ahead,
Evander
Larry.
has never knocked opponents. He says he has fewer skills than any fighter he's fought since early in his career, which means he's so awkward that he's having a hard time trying to find a rhythm, just like we see here. One punch back to him. How do you find a rhythm in this kind of thing?
I think that's a great job for Ruiz. Just don't let him get a rhythm. And I think that's how he's been successful in these fights.
There's a second low blow by Ruiz.
Step out.
Break the rules of rhythm. You just don't do what is expected of you. Do something else. He beats Evander to the jab every time. And sooner or later, his trainer's going to tell him, you know what, you landing good left hands, now throw the right behind it.
That time he led with the right and landed it right up the fight. John Ruiz does mix it up. Sometimes he starts with the jab. Sometimes he throws a right-hand lead. We've seen him throw a left hook lead. We've seen him lead with an uppercut. Little of everything.
Evander's so dependent upon the knockout that he is not trying to win one round.
Stay up, John. Stay up.
Well, and you've got to question that tactic, given that both of the first 2 fights went the distance.
He's looking for a knockout, and that's what I said. Once you feel superior to a guy, nothing can tell you to box him and win a round.
Don't punch, guys. Very good.
You're right, George. I think he is looking for that big punch. And he has an opponent it's very hard to land solidly on.
Step way back. Bell's coming.
And very hard to land more than 2 or 3 punches at a time. Mark your calendars for these upcoming shows. Every Thursday night, don't miss Inside the NFL as we take you through the last month of the regular season. Get you ready for the playoffs. If you missed the premiere, catch a replay of Real Sports with Brian Gumbel. We'll show you what's happened in the lives of Bobby Chacon and Danny Little Red Lopez since their memorable featherweight fight 27 years ago. And tune in for upcoming replays of The Game of Their Lives, a documentary which examines professional football in the 1950s and how that decade shaped the game, which is a multi-million-dollar business today. Sports of the 20th Century returns January 21 with the premiere of Picture Perfect, the stories behind the greatest photos in sports. Through photography, this documentary takes a look back at some of all of sports' most compelling moments. Picture Perfect premieres January 19, only on HBO. Make that premiere on January 21 for Picture Perfect. Not January 19, January 21, as the graphic said.
That's the first combination Holyfield attempted. A 1-2 that he just didn't do. If you never get a combination going, the fight can change for Holyfield drastically. 1, 2, 3.
Don't punch, don't punch, don't punch.
Holyfield said it would be an ugly fight.
Holyfield's got to be careful charging a guy who's already dropped him. Don't walk straight into him. Keep your bouncing up.
Ruiz landed another shot just below the belt. So far, Steve Smoger has not even warned Ruiz for low blows. Holyfield looking for an opportunity to land a big shot against Ruiz. But Ruiz beating him to the punch again.
No punch, no punch.
Ruiz moves his head
Up,
down, around, and you just can't get a good aim when they do that.
He does have good head movement.
And he does it so naturally. He's not following a bob and weave.
Holyfield caught him with a big uppercut. Ruiz came back with a flashing right hand of his own. One of the better exchanges they've had
In any of the fights.
in 28 rounds.
And a very good moment for Ruiz because he got nailed first and came right back.
Now Ruiz is getting caught with straight lead right hands all of a sudden. That means the head to stop moving.
Or Holyfield has timed his rhythm.
Maybe both. He's starting to use his left jab a little bit better, Holyfield is. He's a good body puncher, Holyfield.
He's a good body puncher because he commits to every punch. Evander Holyfield wants to hit you. And John Ruiz wants to hit you back.
You gotta move. Come on now, baby. You ain't doing the right thing in there.
Stay right in front of him for the
You're
right
giving
hand
him all the opportunity in the world now. Come on now. Come on. It's not about this shit.
Stay eye level and you keep your hands moving. Okay? Stay eye level. Keep your hands moving. This guy ain't going to do nothing to you. Keep your left hand up. That's the only weapon he's got. You hear that?
Find a bit of water.
Okay, come on, baby. Come on, baby.
If we had more exchanges like the one you're about to see, we might have a real fight.
Holyfield threw 41 power punches in round 4. That's a very high output for him.
He want to close in on Ruiz, but he's afraid that he's going to catch him with a straight right hand.
Step. Hands up. Very good.
knocked Holyfield down with the right hand in the 11th round of their second fight. In Evander's entire career, only Bert Cooper in Atlanta and Riddick Bowe in Las Vegas scored official knockdowns against Holyfield prior to Ruiz doing so earlier this year.
Holyfield better beware that you cannot box and take a man's title belt from him. You're going to have to get out there and fight for it. The left hook.
Don't punch, don't punch, don't punch. Thank you.
He times him. Just when he gets confident, hit him with left hook, right hand.
So we talked about timing the opponent's rhythm. And you're saying that Ruiz is able to judge Holyfield's rhythm as he bobs in.
And he does it more effective because he doesn't throw power with his shots. He throws his hands. Holyfield has no idea they're coming.
There's a jab for Ruiz. Ruiz not throwing the jab as often tonight as was the case in the first two fights. When he does up the jab output, he tends to keep Holyfield at range and on the defensive.
He's got that right hand. Been waiting all night, Ruiz.
Don't punch, don't punch.
And Evander retaliating with two heartfelt body shots.
Holyfield has been one of the best left hook artists since Joe Frazier in the heavyweight division. He has a terrific left hook. Just never believed in it that much.
He wants to slow the pace up. Don't let it.
That's right.
Vaseline.
Deep breaths. Come on. Hold him in. Hold him in, baby. Come on, hold him in. Let him out slow. You got to keep stepping up. Keep him going backwards. And let your hands go.
Visualize the way you track that guy the last day of camp. The way you tracked him.
Before you throw the right hand to the body, you got to hit him with the left hand first. If you can't hit him with the left hand, you're not going to hit him with the right. Hit him with the left hand, touch him, and then bing, bing.
Get the wide right.
Bing, 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 bing. On the move. Bing, bing, bing. On both sides, all right? Now get working. Get busy. This fight's close.
These have been very, very difficult rounds to score.
And the pace is slowing in round 5. Ruiz, by CompuBox numbers, only threw 26 punches. Holyfield only 34. If they're going to throw fewer and fewer punches, it's going to be important, particularly for Holyfield, to try to make every punch count. He landed another left hook there, George.
That left hook hurt. He looked for the referee to say below the belt, but it was right on it.
Very good.
The belt and the stomach. Whenever Ruiz throws his left jab, he can't miss Holyfield. I've never seen anything like it. Goes to the body so he can throw the left hook on top now.
Hard right hand inside by Holyfield.
Don't punch, don't punch. Don't punch. Step out.
Perfect counter as Ruiz missed a left big. Holyfield at short range landed the right.
No. Don't do it. It's okay. Step out. Step out.
And I got to tell you, for a guy whose chin was questioned in the middle of his career, particularly after the brief knockout against Tua, John Ruiz has a good beard and takes a good shot.
So far, so good.
Right hand by Ruiz. Counter Holyfield.
Counter right hand.
Perfect.
Don't punch, don't punch. Very good, very good.
Short bursts of action.
Don't punch, don't punch. Don't punch.
Holyfield tells you he does not want you moving to his left. If you move to his left, he'll throw a burst of shots to make you go in the opposite direction. That's why Ruiz should continue to his left side.
And whether accidentally or not, Holyfield did catch Ruiz with an elbow right on the nose in the previous exchange.
Don't punch, don't punch. Step out, step way out. No floor.
With so many clinches, it's amazing that there haven't been more of them in this fight.
You mean more elbows and butts and what have you?
Right. The what have you is the right word.
All right, baby, listen. Just try to take the fight, John. You gotta move. You can't stay in front of him. You gotta punch him. You gotta throw punches. You gotta move your fight. You gotta move your hands, all right? Stop moving your hands now. Come on. He's there to be hit as long as you move your hands. Move your hands and your head.
Punches are getting off, and you're stepping up, and you keep this guy going backwards.
One round like the last day in camp, and that's it.
Lead punch several times. Go wide right to the body. He's fading right into it the whole time.
7 coming, 6 are in.
Good right hand by Holyfield, but he's been unable to land more than one punch at a time.
Rounds in the books now between Holyfield and Ruiz. All of them rough rounds. 6 more rounds scheduled in this one. Harold Letterman, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim. I get it. 3 rounds apiece, 57. Jim, I gotta tell you something. This fight's easy to score. When Evander Holyfield punches, Evander Holyfield wins. When they get squared up in front of each other, just like they are now, and Johnny Ruiz gets the first punch in, Holyfield don't do a damn thing. That's how he lost rounds 2, 3, and 4. He came back in 5 and 6, started to move his hands, got into better left hooks, and won those rounds easily. The first round was a wrestling match. I thought Holyfield did score a knockdown. Smogan missed it. He isn't mad. I thought Evander won the first round, 3-3.
I don't know why Ruiz's corner haven't told him to move to Holyfield's left.
Punch, don't punch, don't punch.
Holyfield has no defense on his left side. None whatsoever.
Which is why Ruiz has been so effective with straight right hands.
Yeah, that's a reason. We got to find out why. See, now when he goes over there, Holyfield gets desperate because he doesn't want him over there.
And Ruiz goes back to moving to his left. Now, it's the natural tendency of a conventional fighter to want to move to the left.
Right, but if you go over to that, there's all kind of good things if you step over to Evander's left hand. Evidently, he doesn't see well. He doesn't concentrate on that side good. And Ruiz seemed to know somewhat about it because he steps over there occasionally just to look things over.
Punch, no punch. Very good, guys.
It was on exactly that kind of step over to Evander's left side, and he was able to land the right cross that dropped Holyfield in the 11th round of the second fight. Just like that.
Step over, and good things are happening. He could do it all night, but for some reason, he's trying to conceal that he's effective over there.
It was right there, that little half step to the right side, followed by a right cross from Ruiz. Very effective for him. But as George points out, doesn't do it very often.
As though he's waiting to unveil it. You see the right hand does not miss. If he's just a few feet, half a foot over to Holyfield's left side. Holyfield still looking for that one shot. He's always been a good combination puncher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't know who's winning this fight, but I know who's losing it. We are. The people who have to watch it.
Because?
It speaks for itself. Fights, Jim, it's a bore.
Right on, get on there, baby. Right there, get on that eye.
You pick it up. You gotta pick it up a lot.
You gotta pick it up, baby. Big time, big time. You gotta move them hands. You gotta move them hands. Come on. You gotta move them.
Come on, man.
What you do, you got to do it now. You can't wait another round, another round. You gotta do it now, buddy.
You got to rough this guy out. This combination. That's plain and simple. You can do it. Bing, 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 bing.
You go out there and you got to be rough. You got to be tough. You got to throw.
You're like Custer at the Little Bighorn. Let's go, man. I mean, get it going. Come on.
You can't wait. You can't wait.
Move them hands. Let's go.
You hear me?
Come on. Move those hands.
What you do?
Constant litany from Holyfield's cornermen. Throw combinations. Move your hands. Another slow-paced round in round 7. Ruiz threw only 28 punches. Holyfield threw only 33.
I rest my case.
In effect, you're telling the 39-year-old fighter that he's going to have to step up his level of activity and take it to a higher energy level against the guy who's 10 years younger. But if anybody could do that, you would suspect it would be Holyfield, given his incredible conditioning over the years.
And contrary to what Larry said, I think this is very exciting to see a guy of this caliber outfox a great fighter like Evander Holyfield. He's actually doing the outfoxing of him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've seen more boring heavyweight fights.
No, but it's not about, it's something you just got to watch unveil itself. Holyfield is still a good hooker, a good everything, but he's allowing this guy to overthrow right hands on top of his jab, step over to his left and throw right hands on his chin. Very unusual.
Well, nobody in the division has had as many hard rounds over the years as Holyfield. 10 of his last 16 fights, George, have gone 12 rounds.
No punch, no punch, no punch.
Could it have been too much over all the years?
Yeah, there are a lot of reasons, but the point of this guy still giving his best because he's the aggressor trying to land that big shot. And Ruiz is taking the initiative. He's coming to the guy, jabbing him, hooking him. Holyfield can't seem to figure out what he's doing.
Yeah, so what intrigues you is that Ruiz is tactically outflanking the vastly more experienced, more knowledgeable fighter.
And Holyfield is still a good fighter. And he just can't seem to get this guy.
You all right, John?
Styles make fights. Maybe Ruiz has Holyfield's number.
That's what happened.
Don't punch, don't punch.
Ruiz hits him with a 1-2 and then grabs him. Now the combination
to the body.
Go ahead.
Holyfield doubling up with the left hand.
Don't punch, I'm here.
Whenever he hits Ruiz with anything, Ruiz makes him pay after.
Get out.
Tough round to score. First minute of the round was very kind to John Ruiz. In the last minute of the round, Holyfield stepped up his combination punching.
Don't punch, don't punch. Step out. Was that the hammer?
Close fight.
Good.
The referee is doing a good job. Stand out of the way.
Give me Vaseline.
I got it right here.
Why are you trading with this guy? Move around and move around and move around and start using that jab. You're lazy. He's lulling you to sleep. Boom, boom, boom. He's carving a jab out, then countering you with the right hand. You got to move. You're moving the wrong way. Come on, let's go.
If you go out there and let him get off first or walk you down, this guy's going to pick up his confidence, okay? He's only trying to go the distance, you understand?
Don't let him.
He's only trying to go the distance. He knows what happens if he goes the distance.
You know what to do. It's natural.
Come on.
It's natural. You just got to do it more often.
Get mad. Don't let this guy. Come on, babe. Come on. Get them hands moving. Get that left hand up on the way up.
CompuBox numbers in round 8. Holyfield seemed to have landed 17 out of 40. His highest land number tonight, 43%. Ruiz 11 out of 39. And you heard both corners. You heard Norman Stone, the manager of John Ruiz, saying you're moving the wrong way, echoing what George Foreman has been telling us about the need for Ruiz to move to his right, as he's trying to do right now. And you heard the guys in Holyfield's corner, Kenny Weldon, saying he's just trying to finish because he knows what happens, meaning that they don't expect Evander to get a decision here in Ruiz's backyard.
Moving to the Holyfield's left now. Holyfield tries to aim and seems not to be able to see.
Boy, give Ruiz credit for following instructions well. They said you're moving the wrong way, moving the other direction, and he is determined now to move to his right onto Holyfield's left side.
A little low, Evander, okay? A little low, it's okay. Okay, I'm on it. Just fight.
Has that right hand. It's for him all night if he stays on Evander Holyfield's left side.
Ruiz again moving in that direction and again planting and firing the straight right.
Bows down, bows, stands up, bows down. It's a hard guy to get a good shot on if you're looking for one shot. You just got to make yourself throw 5.
Now Holyfield succeeds in moving Ruiz back in the other direction. Let's see if he can make it pay off for him. Ruiz beating Holyfield to the punch with a 1-2 combination.
That's one of the few times in his career that someone has beat him to the punch. There the combinations are. There they are.
All of a sudden, a flurry of punches from Holyfield.
Don't punch, don't punch.
Once upon a time, Holyfield could do that all night long. He cannot fight except in short spurts anymore.
Little low, Johnny. Okay, it's all right. Come on. Don't punch. Rounds ending.
Well, this is our last HBO boxing telecast for the year 2001, so stick with us at the end of the evening when we will give you a lengthy year-end boxing feature, and we'll chronicle everything that took place in the ring, including upheaval and reversal at the top of the heavyweight division. April 21, South Africa, Hasim Rahman knocking out Lennox Lewis. November 17, Las Vegas, Lennox Lewis knocking out Hasim Rahman to reclaim the heavyweight crown. That and many other juicy highlights yet to come tonight in our year-ender.
You understand?
Just pick up the tempo.
Pick up the tempo. Get in a better rhythm. Get in a quick rhythm. This guy can't change rhythms. He's in the same rhythm all the time.
Pick it up. Move your hands. Come on. Don't like that one.
Catch him with the right. The 1-2 coming on.
Relatively low voltage, at least in terms of CompuBox numbers. Holyfield landing 116 punches through 9 rounds. Ruiz 105. Harold, how do you have it scored coming to the last three.
Okay, Jim, in rounds 8 and 9, I think Kenny Weldon in that corner got to Evander Holyfield because he's starting to move his hands, throw nice hooks, nice combinations, and like I keep saying, when he punches, he wins. He nailed him with good combinations, good left hooks. I thought he pulled out rounds 8 and 9, 5 rounds to 4, 86, 85, Evander Holyfield.
Harold Letterman, Holyfield's cornerman, suggested to him between rounds that they didn't think he could win a decision here in Ruiz's backyard. What's your take? Can Evander win a decision here tonight?
What is the judge, Jim? You're putting me on his spot. Yes, Evander Holyfield can win a decision anyway. Good judges tonight.
All right, we'll see.
Very good.
The second one to the body, stopping Ruiz enough that Ruiz just wants to hold on right now.
Come on, let's go.
Well, it was Holyfield who tried to throw him down, and he just didn't fall. He's going to have to knock him down. He's not going down by the wrestling tonight. Ruiz is standing on his feet pretty good.
Don't punch.
Big right hand by Ruiz.
Do it again. Don't punch.
Ooh. Referee got in my way.
Don't punch, don't punch.
It's evident that Ruiz is the master of the right-hand punches tonight.
Don't punch, don't punch. Don't punch. Don't punch, don't.
If Holyfield can just step back. Step back. Time Ruiz stepping in like that, he can get him.
Come on, baby. Come on. Box him now. Box him. You with us? You with me? You got 2 fucking rounds in this fight. 2 rounds. 2 rounds. You gotta pick it up. You hear me?
You need 2 rounds, John.
2 rounds. That's it. You can't be just...
You know how to do this.
Right.
You know how to do this. Just fight the way you know how. If we go home.
Quit thinking about it. Quit thinking about it. Just go out there and do it.
Don't think about nothing. You got 2 more rounds.
Real
Get
quick
your feet
rhythm.
underneath you.
Real quick rhythm. Come on, champ. Real
Finish
quick
strong.
rhythm.
Jump right back on.
That's right.
Jump right back on it.
That's right.
Given the absence of any serious action in this fight, that flurry had the crowd going wild. Both corners want their fighters to pick up the action. Let's see if they can.
Don't punch, don't punch, don't punch, thanks. Come on.
Harold Letterman has the fight even on his card, coming to the 2 championship rounds, rounds 11 and 12. If they go the distance, it'll be the 11th time in his last 17 fights that Evander Holyfield has gone 12 full rounds.
Don't punch, don't punch, don't punch. Thank you.
Both fighters are veterans that go in the distance. It's the 6th time that Ruiz has gone into round 11.
Don't punch, don't punch.
Actually, the 7th. He scored a knockout of Tony Tucker in the 11th. And for Holyfield, it's the 15th time in his career that he will have gone into the championship rounds.
No punch, no punch. Very good, very good.
Ruiz still believes that he can make Holyfield run into his own right hand.
It's okay.
He's saving up for one good right hand.
Break from here.
Much of the crowd chanting Ruiz, Ruiz, Ruiz.
Don't punch, don't punch, don't punch.
Round 11 has been a slow round compared to its predecessor.
Break. I'm here. Step, 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 step.
What's that referee's name? He's done the best job I've ever seen him do.
Steve Smoker, same man who refereed Bernard Hopkins and Felix Trinidad on September 29.
He did a better job here tonight. He is good tonight.
Don't punch, don't punch. I'm here. Step out, step out, step out. Don't punch, don't punch, don't punch.
Slow round, not an easy round to score.
Last round, champ. Box him and hit him. Step over with that right hand. Give me the fast hand. Come on, Doc. Come on, Johnny. It's the last round, kid. This is fucking it. Come on, baby.
Two,
three, four. No one punches.
And we got to have that left hand up because all this guy's got is that right hand. He's going to be humming it. Now, hey, you get
Last
this guy
one,
going.
we touch him in the center. Last one, last one.
Don't let him tie us.
Stand up.
They got an even fight here, John.
Johnny, this is the round. You gotta win this big, Johnny. Wrestle.
In this round, come on, Holy.
Balls to your feet.
Let's go. Come on, baby.
Get down, get small.
Get the left hand up.
Get small and track it. Get slow.
Give me
This is your whole life. This is your whole life. You're on a trip. This is your...
God bless you both. God bless you both.
CompuBox numbers in round 11 are almost dead even. Ruiz 9 out of 34, Holyfield 8 out of 32. Logic tells you the fight could conceivably be on the table here in the 12th round. Harold, how do you have it scored?
Okay, Jim. 6 rounds to 5, 105, 104, Johnny Ruiz. Because in rounds 10 and 11, he did the punching. Evander Holyfield did. When they get straight up in front of him, Ruiz got off first, landed clean shots. It was obvious to me that he won those rounds.
Ruiz is starting to win with the jab already. Holyfield just waits and waits and waits for the big shot.
Don't punch, don't punch. Step, step, step. Watch your heads, guys. Watch your heads. Don't punch, don't punch.
People keep asking Evander Holyfield when he's going to retire.
Don't punch, don't punch.
He says that from an old man, let somebody really beat me up. Well, he hasn't been beaten up tonight. So win or lose, we may see him again.
No more, no more, no more. That's it.
I don't think there's any question about it. He will fight again.
Good left hooks by Holyfield. Another left hook. Ruiz was holding on then, holding on.
And the blood is pouring from the nose of John Ruiz. The blood is pouring out because Holyfield shattered the nose with that left-hand shot.
I mean, he's got him holding on.
A minute to go, Ruiz is spitting blood out of both his nose and his mouth. It can't hurt in a very close fight to have shattered your opponent's nose in the 12th round.
Ruiz appears to be hurt a little bit and just trying to hang on here.
Holyfield just can't seem to get him with the big shot.
Well, it shouldn't be one big shot. It should be a 4 or 5 punch combination. It's not a career built on the one big shot.
Never. Step out.
But give it to Ruiz. He's bleeding. He's fighting. He's holding. He's not giving up.
All right, Johnny. Let's go, Johnny.
Last 10 seconds. They've done 36 rounds against each other. 36 rough, slow-paced, hard-fought rounds.
Ain't no doubt about that. No doubt about that. Oh, come on. Come on.
That's why I've always said, let the people declare who's champion.
Well, both corners are going to claim victory here.
You think these guys are champions?
They fought like champions.
You do? Well, you and I couldn't disagree more about that, George.
Well, once you have one boxing match, then I'll let you know when the champion fight.
Well, don't pull rank on me.
No, let me have my piece. No.
Let's see if you can agree about one thing. All right, let's see if you can agree about something. We'll look at a replay of the instance in, I believe it was the first round, round 1, when Ruiz went to the canvas, and you at the time, George, said you felt Holyfield should have been credited with a knockdown here. Let's take a look and see.
That is on top of the head.
But at the same time, he was wrestling with him with the other arm.
Yeah, that's what threw the referee out.
Yeah, Ruiz was off balance. I don't know that that's a knockdown.
That's a punch right there.
So you would still call it a knockdown, George?
Oh, no, I'm not a referee.
Okay.
I don't make counts.
Well, the bottom line is that he did not get a credit for a knockdown there, and it looked highly questionable in replay, and consequently not a 2-point round. So here's the overall, as according to Harold Letterman, he sees it as a draw, 114 to 114. And we'll find out what the 3 judges have done here in just a moment. Remember, Ruiz lost the first fight on a unanimous decision to Holyfield. Much of the crowd booed, and our colleagues at Showtime thought that that was not a justifiable decision. Then in the second fight, unanimous decision for Ruiz, and Holyfield's people said, how can that be the case when it was just like the first fight and our man did better? So either way, it's likely to engender more controversy, because I suspect that both sides are going to claim that they won this fight.
You know something, Jim? The crowd stood on their feet at the end of this fight. They are the ones who pay. They're the ones who watch HBO. If they say it's a good fight, that's all that matters.
Well, a lot of them were standing partially because, George, they're from up the road in Massachusetts, and John Ruiz is their hometown guy. They have a tremendous affiliation with him. He comes from Chelsea, Massachusetts. Or maybe they were cheering because they think they may have seen Evander Holyfield for the last time.
All kinds of reasons.
Let's quickly take a look at what we think is the shot that may have shattered Ruiz's nose in round 12. That uppercut underneath there by Holyfield. No, he missed with the right hand. So it had to be the left uppercut earlier. Nope.
Oh,
there you go. That's it. The left hook right there was the shot that shattered Ruiz's nose in the 12th round. And Harold, when blood drips like that from one fighter's nose in the 12th round after a big shot, it's likely the other guy's going to win the round, right?
Yeah, more often than not, Jim, exactly.
Let's go to ring announcer Jimmy Lennon Jr. and find out how the 3 judges scored the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. Here is the judge's decision. Judge at ringside, Julie Letterman, scores about 116 to 112 in favor of Evander Holyfield. Judge at ringside, Don O'Neill, scores about 115 to 113 in favor of Johnny Ruiz. Judge at ringside, Tommy Kazmarek, scores the bout 114, even a draw. The decision is even a draw. The champion retains
appropriately inconclusive. Final CompuBox numbers, and you will see that Evander Holyfield threw more punches and landed more punches, but Ruiz connected at a higher connect percentage. Both fighters fighting at a very slow pace, averaging under 40 punches per round. Ruiz, as has been the pattern for their first two fights and was the pattern again tonight, Ruiz landing more jabs and fewer power shots. Holyfield with the edge in power shots, but generally landing them one punch at a time as opposed to in combination. Let's go into the ring for Larry Merchant.
Thank you very much, Jim. John, how did you think the fight was going?
I mean, I was just working round by round. I mean, I wasn't really paying focus on how was the scorecards going. I mean, trying to work as hard as I can.
Did you think it was that close at the end that you had to win the late rounds? Are you satisfied with a draw?
I always got to win those late rounds. I mean, I was trying. I mean, he got me with a good shot, but I kept going. I mean, it's you know, I'm glad I came on top. You know, I just got to keep going in my career now.
Did you try to box him more in this fight than you had in the previous fights, which is more your style?
No, I went out there and fought his fight. You know what I mean? I was, my manager told me I was doing the wrong thing. But, you know, for some reason, I just wanted to go out there and just keep fighting.
Now you're 1-1-1 in your 3 fights with Holyfield. Does this mean we're going to be treated to a 4th fight between you and Holyfield?
That's all up to Don King. You know what I mean? Whatever he says, it goes. You know what I mean? It's, you know, Don King's our promoter. You know what I mean? He's the best promoter out there. And that's
will you fight Kirk Johnson, who's the mandatory challenger, next?
Oh, definitely. I will find Kirk Johnson. You know what I mean? Holyfield was a tough fight today. I mean, he came out to fight. You know, that's what I appreciate about him, that he always comes to fight. And, you know, I got to love him for that.
Thank you very much, John. Jim?
All right, so once again, after 36 rounds of action between John Ruiz and Evander Holyfield, little or nothing is settled. Holyfield the winner on a controversial decision in the first fight. Ruiz's corner crying robbery. Ruiz the winner on a decision in the second fight. Holyfield's corner saying, who's kidding whom? And now in the third fight, 2 judges see it opposite ways. The third judge calls it a draw. Again, no scratch. 3 fights, they're even. Let's go back to Larry.
Again, thank you, Jim. Evander, did you think the fight was this close?
Well, no, I didn't think the fight was close. I put the pressure. You know, I threw more punches. I felt that you know, I made the fight. You know, and so, but still, I realized that anytime you get into the judge's hand, that's you know, that's a chance of your wrist. You know,
Why was it so difficult for you to get to this guy? Is it that he's just so awkward?
Well, he's a very awkward guy. You just, you know, most of the fighters, you can pick up what they're gonna do to anticipate and way to get at it. With him, it was just very hard. And I watched the tape over and over and over and over and over, and still his awkwardness, which is just a big difference. People knock him out, tried to not to load up on the punches, throw easy punches, try to bait him in and all that. But, you know, he was able to, when I heard him, he was able to put himself in a position.
Do you feel that this decision was a wrong decision?
Oh, of course, I feel that's the wrong decision, but each and every time I go to the judges, you know, I realize that I stand a chance for the judge to make a decision. I'm an overcomer, and, you know, I thank the Lord, and I get back in line.
All right. Evander, you have stated that if you're an old guy and everybody's telling you to retire, why doesn't somebody beat you up? You certainly didn't get beaten up tonight. Does this mean you're going to fight again?
Well, not because I didn't get beat up. I'm going to fight again because my goal is to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And, you know, things like this happen to everybody, good people and bad people. But, I don't quit, and I will continue to get down the road to become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
Thank you very much, Evander, as always. Just these final thoughts. No great champion really feels he's beaten until he's beaten up. Evander Holyfield was hardly beaten up tonight. He's been one of the greatest warriors there ever were. But at the same time, I'm reminded of something Muhammad Ali said late in his career when they asked him, "Why do you keep fighting, Muhammad?" And he said, "How come nobody asks David Rockefeller why he keeps trying to make money in his business?" And you've seen what happened to Muhammad Ali. Jim?
All right, thank you very much, Larry. George, you have a comment about the draw decision?
Well, it was a good fight, and the people in the area are happy. Foxwood, it's the cream of the crop. You get good food, good boxing matches, and I'm here to eat tonight.
I think they'll take good care of you, George.
They need my grill.
Uh-oh. And are you perfectly happy with the notion that you probably will be seeing Evander Holyfield in the ring again?
Well, I'd like to see Evander Holyfield come on and work with you at HBO. Give old Larry a couple of rounds.
No, George, that's your job. All right, thanks very much. We'll have a final word on what happened here in the ring in just a moment, and a look at the entire year of 2001 in boxing. What a tumultuous year it's been. First, let's look ahead to some upcoming programs right here on HBO.
Don't miss the show that the critics are calling enthralling, wonderfully addictive, and wickedly absorbing.